Shiba Inu is gradually recuperating lately. The chart indicates bullish trends. Approximately 38 trillion Shiba Inu are being transferred. Analysts are expressing enthusiasm and indicating positive trends. However, the reality is that many of you may lack sufficient resources. Insufficient Shiba Inu to achieve viability. The figures are astonishing. What is occurring? What am I discussing? Allow me to explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. The Shiba Inu has lately regained significant attention. It has resumed its ascent, compensating for all the recent losses. That is really rather optimistic. It is instilling genuine trust among investors at this moment. Individuals are beginning to regain confidence in their choices. Due to optimism, an expert has made a significant forecast on the potential trajectory of Shiba Inu in his statements. Somewhat chaotic. He asserts that a certain quantity of Shiba Inu must be held now to have a genuine chance of achieving millionaire status in the future. The astonishing aspect, the majority of individuals fail to approach the requisite amount to achieve that figure. However, I will elucidate it more later in the movie. Initially, let us examine the current trends shown in the charts. Shiba Inu is shown robust indications of maintaining stability at this critical level. Over 26,000 wallets are now holding a substantial quantity of tokens within this price range. We are discussing trillions. That is not only a minor protrusion, it's like a whole hill of support positioned directly there. That might be significant. Depending on market sentiment in the next days, this level may serve as a catalyst for another upward movement. Should the momentum continue to escalate, we may anticipate an exhilarating outcome. However, there is a stipulation. Approximately 38 trillion Shiba Inu coins already exist, which might significantly influence future developments. That is a substantial quantity of Shiba Inu. On-chain data indicates that this substantial accumulation is positioned close to the current price range, establishing a resistance zone somewhat above the present level. This is the juncture when conditions may get more challenging for the bulls. This is the significance of the topic. All those coins were acquired by several people. In excess of 67,000 wallets, in fact, they purchased at around this level that we are now challenging. What occurs when the price ascends to that level again? Many of those holdings may begin to divest. Some individuals will want to achieve a break-even point. Others may want to secure some profit. When several individuals want to sell simultaneously, it establishes a type of ceiling. The price ascends, encounters a barrier, and fights to penetrate it. For Shiba Inu to continue its ascent, purchasers must possess the strength to overcome the prevailing selling pressure. They must acquire all available offerings or surpass them. Should it occur, we may see a really exhilarating breakthrough. If this breakout occurs, it might profoundly alter life. This move has the potential to create several billionaires among investors. However, the significant inquiry is as follows. What quantity of Shiba Inu would be necessary to do that? An analyst provided a detailed analysis today, which is quite intriguing. Consequently, in light of the increasing market confidence, they conducted the calculations. Acquiring 100 million Shiba Inu coins at this moment is a substantial investment, however it remains feasible. The cost would exceed $1,000 at current rates. Envision the scenario in which Shiba Inu reaches the aspirational value of 1 cent per coin. Is it the same bag containing 100 million? It would be valued at $1 million. It seems extraordinary, does it not? For Shiba Inu to attain the 1 cent threshold, it must experience an extraordinary percentage increase from its current value. We are discussing an extraordinarily significant advancement. Despite its implausibility, some individuals really feel it is achievable. If Shiba Inu were to succeed, it would elevate its total market capitalization into the billions. Indeed, trillions. With a T, that is a substantial request. However, several specialists are not dismissing it. A prominent cryptocurrency exchange, Changelly, anticipates this might occur by 2050. They contend that 1 penny is not only an aspiration. It is indeed attainable. However, it will need some patience. The creators of the Shiba Inu project believe that this level is ultimately attainable. They have explicitly said that it will not occur instantaneously. However, if you remain engaged and Shiba Inu continues to expand, it may materialize. Luis Delgado, a prominent analyst in the group known as Del Crypto, asserts that nothing in cryptocurrency is unattainable. He has a valid argument. We have seen several extraordinary phenomena in this domain. Additionally, there are some audacious perspectives as well. Such include Bitcoin figures Yazan and Jason Williams. Analysts are predicting that Shiba Inu will surpass the 1 cent threshold and maybe reach 5 cents by the year's end. That is a significant assertion. ChatGPT, the AI chatbot, assessed a substantial likelihood that Shiba Inu may exceed 1 cent by 2050, possibly even before, approximately by the year 2040. That remains something of a delay. However, if an investment of $1,000 now may potentially yield $1 million in the future, it certainly provokes contemplation. However, you may be contemplating how Shiba Inu might attain the substantial price levels previously discussed. What must occur for this entity to achieve significant success? According to the expert, a definitive trajectory starts with emotion. Currently, data from CoinCodex indicates a mostly optimistic sentiment for Shiba Inu. Approximately 55% of the marketplace exhibits optimism, while the remainder remains uncertain. What is one cause for the increasing optimism? There is a conviction that Shiba Inu may achieve another remarkable surge, similar to the extraordinary surge seen from 2020 to 2021. Such momentum might alter everything. The expert suggests that if this trend continues, we may see astonishing price levels. Certain forecasts estimate Shiba Inu to be positioned just below 1 cent, while others project far higher values. Up to $1, that is when it becomes really exhilarating. What is the realism of such a scenario? He asserts that some benchmarks, particularly the lower ones, are entirely achievable. However, with larger amounts, such as 1 penny, or particularly $1, complications arise. Herein is the rationale. The primary factor preventing Shiba Inu from reaching $1 is its substantial availability. We are discussing hundreds of billions of tokens that remain in circulation. This exceeds all other cryptocurrencies among the top 100. The expert thinks that if Shiba Inu were to reach $1 while retaining all existing tokens, its market capitalization would be extraordinarily immense. We are discussing values that far beyond gold and the monetary supply of whole nations. It would be illogical without a significant event occurring beforehand. What actions are required? The solution resides in significantly reducing the supply via incineration. Should the Shiba Inu ecosystem crew successfully execute a substantial burn, eliminating around 90% or more of the entire supply, the prospect of a $1 price may be deemed plausible. Nevertheless, with tens of billions remaining, a significant impetus would still be required. However, if the supply were to decrease to about 100 billion coins, then a $1 valuation for Shiba Inu would indeed become feasible. Such a maneuver would significantly enhance profits. Contemplate it. The researcher suggests that acquiring 1 million tokens now for a little investment may potentially yield a value of $1 million, should Shiba Inu see a significant surge due to a substantial supply reduction. It would constitute a recurrence of history. However, the analyst says that executing such a substantial burn is very challenging. The Shiba Inu team does not actively manage the supply. They cannot just press a button to eliminate billions of tokens, they must first acquire them. In all honesty, that objective is now unattainable. The prospect, however minimal, has generated considerable enthusiasm among individuals. In cryptocurrency, as the analyst asserts, everything is possible. When we adopt a broader perspective, Shiba Inu continues to seem exceptional in the long run. All of this is attributable to the true significance of Shiba Inu. As Lucy, the chief marketer, articulated in her recent piece, Shiba Inu originated as an experiment. No substantial investment, no elaborate plan. An uncomplicated concept established by an individual called Ryoshi to empower the populace entirely. Transitioning from a mere meme currency to a worldwide phenomenon that has transformed lives, families acquiring residences, individuals settling debts, aspirations materializing. Shiba Inu evolved beyond a mere token. It transformed into a beacon of hope for the general populace. Upon Ryoshi's transfer of responsibilities to Satoshi, that goal expanded significantly. We now possess a comprehensive ecosystem, authentic infrastructure with Shibarium, and a community that continues to develop. Absence of companies and millionaires manipulating affairs, merely individuals, the Shiba army, advancing resolutely. Consequently, Shiba Inu remains significant today. It transcends mere cost. It embodies significance, liberty, collective togetherness, and the strength derived from faith in a greater purpose. What is your perspective on this matter? Please leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.